Hello again and welcome back down on the farm in Bjornholm, episode 18 with me, Mr. Sealy P. Right, end of last episode, episode 17, we did a massive silage selling session to raise enough money to buy a second harvester. So, up nice and early, down to the shop to collect our new purchase. And I did say I was going to harvest, well, it was fields 33 and 32 that I combined together. I was going to do this on multiplayer and have another hand with it. Unfortunately, that person is not available. So, I'm going to set a worker, but I'll explain that in a minute. So here we are. Case axial flow, 9320, 9320, 9320, depends how you say it. So, it hasn't got the same size tank as the New Holland CR1090, but it's tracked, same top speed, same size header. I've got the long Draper 45-foot header that comes with its own trailer, which makes life a lot easier. So, we'll head up to the field. I believe the other workers were up bright and early and they were getting the equipment to the field ready to go. I am going to try and film the complete harvest of this field, but I may speed up some of the clips. I don't want to. I'm trying to avoid skipping big chunks. I may do when I'm transporting the wheat up to sell. The actual harvesting bit, I want to try and leave it as much as possible, if I can. But we'll see time-wise. Right, hook that up. Fold up the wheels and tow bar, and we'll be good to go. So once that's set up, open it up, ready for operation, and then we'll jump across to the New Holland, set that up. Now, because I'm going to do it with high worker, I'm going to do something a little bit different, and it's probably unorthodox, but it's just the way it's going to have to work. I'm going to use one of the harvesters and I'm going to kind of harvest out a rectangle, and then I will set the work on the rectangle while I clean up the outer bits. It's going to seem a bit odd when I first do it, but it will make sense as we move on. Okay, just move this out of the way so I can get the case through. I'm going to have the worker on the New Holland because it's got a bigger tank. It means I won't have to empty it as often and it can keep going. And I will drive the case because I can always whiz off and unload it whenever I need to, because it's got a smaller tank. So, off we go then. Like I say, I'm going to set up a rectangle. It's going to seem a bit odd to start off with. It's an odd shaped field now because of the way I've combined it. So there's only real way I could think of doing it. My initial plan was to have another person on here with me, and we were both going to go around, do strips around the edges, and then just gradually work our way across the field. Obviously that's not going to work. I just need to check to make sure that the straw swath is enabled, because I do want to collect up the straw with a forage harvester and take it down to start filling up another silage bay at the biogas plant. I've got one bay, as you know from the last episode, which is fermented and good to go, but I always like to have one ready to go and one on hand that I'm filling up, just in case, for those emergency purchases, that kind of thing. So we'll see how we go. Anyway, It's a fair sized field, and I think because we fertilised it as well, should get a good yield off it. Lift that header before doing sharp turns. Right, let's speed things up a little bit. Turn off the automatic help. Sometimes you need it on just to check that you're doing the right controls, but the problem is it does get in the way, especially when you're doing the harvesting. When you come to empty the harvesters and you put the pipe out with the automatic help on the top left hand part of the screen, you can't see the end of the pipe, so it makes life a bit difficult. Find that tree. Right, that's full. Yeah, I don't know what it is with this one. I know I did my combine harvester buyer's guide. The pipe on the case is huge. So long. I'm not quite sure why it's so long. Right, well that's unloading. I'll set the worker off. So we're not wasting any time. Provide these workers for the day, or at least until the harvest's done, not paying them to sit around. Right. Oh, I didn't check to make the straw swath was enabled. No, it wasn't. Right. That should have that sorted now. Whoops, I'm glad I checked and didn't just walk away. Right, unloaded. Back out onto the field. This bit at the end is very odd shape, so I'm trying to work out the best way of doing it to try and avoid coming out onto the road at all. And I'll probably take this end bit off when I come back. Give myself a bit of a border around the edge. Okay. Now we are rocking and rolling. Oh, bit of harvester ballet. That's close. Right. This beacon's flashing. Yeah, there might be. Okay, time to grab the trailer. Go and load the worker. I still have my doubts about this tractor-trailer combination. It doesn't seem to matter what size tractor. I mean, you'd probably have to go up to a quad track or a T9 maybe. To stop it getting light on the front wheels. As soon as you load it up and get it properly loaded up, when you're driving, the slightest little turn on the wheel and it seems to skate across the road. So I might have to think of another option. I know the truck cabs, or the Tatra has a tow hook, so I might just go with the Tatra and that cramp trailer for doing big loads. Not sure. And then maybe get a small trailer. I know I got rid of the Farm Tech, didn't I? But get a smaller trailer that can be pulled with a tractor. Don't know, have a think. And to be fair, I haven't got that many small fields on here now, so I'm probably always going to need a largish trailer. Right, he's off and going again, so back into the case. Finish off all these odds and ends. Right, that's pretty much this half of the field done. So we'll unload with the unfeasibly long pipe. Right, well that's unloading. I'll jump in this. The worker can sit in the back seat for a bit. Jump seat, side seat. You can just move out the way basically. Time for some arty filming with the sun coming up. Lovely. That was nice. And the moment's passed. Right, let's carry on. Right, full again. A bit of an awkward position here, but not to worry. I'll just swing it around a bit. And then the trailer will be able to get into the pipe. I was hoping I'd get to the end of this strip before it ran out. Was not to be. don't mind. Okay. So always over there. It's a great tractor, but just not for this, I don't think. Right, so that's us full. I'm going to take it up as I do to the freight yard most of the time, so I can do the double whammy with the pay. Bit of dodgy overtaking. The cars go so slow. I was watching a video, one of Daggerwind's videos, on one of Bullet Bill's maps, I believe, and he said he's done a mod or changed the file on there so the traffic speeds up and slows down, and travels at 30 miles an hour, not 20, so it's more realistic. It's really how it should be anyway. I'm hoping on the new version of Farming Simulator 17 that have kind of addressed that. It's a bit weird, but there you go. I didn't crash. Nobody was harmed in the making of this video. It's not going to be a huge amount of money, because wheat and barley doesn't sell for a huge amount, corn even less normally, unless you've got great demand, but sending the train off just gives you a bit extra. Right, let's race the train out. And back to the field. Back at it again. Oh, I wonder how long he's been sitting there. Mind that tractor. Oh, that was close. Right, so while he's unloading, carry on here, doing all the fiddly odd bits. I'll cut this strip here just so that when he gets up to it there's no chance of him hitting the tree when he turns round or anything like that. I'm thinking I might, after this I might harvest field 27, one that's now to our right, because I'm sure that's got wheat in as well, and I'm just thinking if I get another full trailer load I'm going to have some left over. We'll see. Maybe for the next episode I'll get onto that one. I also have a plan for forage harvesting or forage collecting, chaff. I'm going to do these two, well, if I do the other field, I'm going to do this field and maybe the other one, as I already said, but I've got a plan for the forage harvester. Yeah, mainly because when I did the silage harvest on the maize field the other day, the header on the rostzel mash is really narrow, not a good width on it, and what I did was have a think about whether or not I could get the crone header, which is much wider, and put it on the rostzel mash, but I think it sits at a funny angle. I'm sure I saw a video where someone did it, someone tried it, swapping the headers around, and it kept digging into the ground. I'm sure it did. So I'm thinking rather than do that, I might just save up and get the Crone Big X instead. So swap my forage harvesters. That's my plan at the moment. It could all change at a moment's notice, so be prepared for anything. Right, we're chugging along quite happily on this. I'm very aware, if you've watched any of my Westbridge Hills Welcome gameplay series, that I was jumping around frantically doing jobs all over the place. So I thought for this next episode on this one, I would try to at least do one job, one field, stick to that, and whilst some of the gameplay has been sped up, I'm not leaping around all over the place. So yeah, if you haven't seen any of the Westbridge Hills Welcome, go over onto that playlist, have a look. I think there's 4 episodes on there now. And if you like it, same as this video. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. I'm going to try and keep up with the videos. Job wise, it's about to get very, very hectic at work, so I have been quite prolific over the last few weeks at putting videos up, because I've been off work on holiday. However, I go back tomorrow, so the videos won't be as often, but I will still be posting them, and then once Farming Simulator 17 comes along, which I'm pretty sure is going to fly by, then we'll get some Farming Simulator 17 videos up as well. Tell your friends, get them on there, have a look. Anyway, bit of in-cab. I don't do this very often with the harvesters. I find it hard to see the end of the header, but I'm getting there, getting better at it. It's just a case of slowing down enough that if you do clout something, you don't damage anything. It's a big crisscross patchwork of straw swaths all over the place. It's going to be fun to do with the forage harvester. And that is me filled complete. At least I'm in the case. I need to have a look and see whether or not the New Holland is as well. Yep, we are done. So unlike me, completing one job. So, there you go. 2 harvesters. Took a little while in the last episode to save up enough money to buy it. I say save up, we did the work and then sold enough stuff to buy it. Right, there we go. field complete. Probably do 27, the one to the right. Maybe the next episode. And then do a bit of forage harvesting. So, there we go. Done. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. Like, subscribe, watch some others. But anyway, thanks for watching.